The Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard NPP, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, remains in the custody of the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, as his legal team works to secure a bail bond of 50 million cedis. Chairman Wontumi is currently under investigation over alleged financial dealings with the Ghana Export-Import Bank, Exim Bank. He was reportedly hospitalized after falling ill during a session with the EOCO investigators at the agency's headquarters in Accra on Tuesday. Now let's go to EOCO, where my colleague Charles Owusu-Komi is at the headquarters, where efforts are still underway to meet the bail conditions for the NPP. Chairman Charles, if you can hear me, have they been able to meet the bail conditions?
Same people. Same people.
Well, Vivian, I can tell you that I just reached the lawyer for Chairman Wontumi and the Apia Kubi, and he says they are still working to try and meet these bail conditions. We know that the bail bond, we've known about it for about 5-6 hours since the afternoon, 50 million cedis with 2 sureties, but they are still working, according to the lawyer, to meet these bail conditions. Earlier in the day, former flag bearer aspirant for the NPP, Kennedy Japan, was here, and one of his aides, the Tema West chairman for the NPP, confirmed to us that Kennedy Japan had given indication to stand surety for Chairman Wontumi. We don't know if they went ahead to do that yet, but since then, other stalwarts of the party have also come in here to try and support Chairman Wontumi and help him get bail. We know his lawyer is currently in there with him. They brought him in the afternoon back from the hospital, and we're told that interrogations continued early on in the evening. Now, former Attorney General Godfrey Yeboah-Dame just left the EOCO premises. He went in just briefly and left. Now, the former campaign manager for Dr. Baumia, Frederick Ansan Opare, also was here to, give some support to Dr. Chairman Wontumi. Now, I have here with me the former National Treasurer of the NPP, Mr. Kwabena Bankwa. It's good to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Chairman is in there. Your own chairman is in there. What do you make of what has transpired in the past 2 days?
First of all, greetings to viewers. I think what transpired in the past few days has not been pleasant to Ghanaians, especially those of us who are old enough to have known where the country is coming from the days of revolution in 79, 83, right to this day. I believe the processes and the way things are being done remind some of us who were victims of the past, of those past dark days. And I am pleading with the president to say to it that those who are in charge of security, those who are in charge of investigations, those who are in charge of making sure that there's law and order, go through the processes that will let the country and members of the country feel safe, so that at the end of the day, if you've committed an offense, you've committed a crime, you're invited, you go make your statement, and of course, if the crime demands that you are prosecuted, you are. And if the crime demands that you go home, they make you go home. So this is what I'm pleading with the government of the day, and I'm also pleading with the agencies who are responsible for investigations. Because at the end of the day, it brings bitterness into people. If, for example, you go through the processes and you find out that the person has committed no crime, then what has happened? You've disgraced the person, you've put the person through tension, you've made sure, in this case, I'm told he's even not feeling well. And I don't think that is good.
But why is the wrong here? EOCO only arrested him.
Yeah.
Now we're told that he's been granted bail, but his team have been unable to meet the bail conditions. How is that EOCO's?
The wrong for me is the way or the speculation of the way the processes took place. For example, he goes to police head office to be interrogated, to write his statement and all that. If you need him, and I've been in the country, there are cases where people are investigated in different agencies. What they do is they come and inform the police that we want to interrogate what they call it, Wontumi, or this person at our end. So the police, on completion of his investigation, will say you are wanted at EOCO, and then you go. But if it's that you leave the person and then on the way, as I'm being told, is arrested and brought in there, it creates a very bad impression about this nation. And we do not want to revisit the bad old days. I mean, some of us, we've gone through hell during '79 and the so-called revolution, PDCs and all that. So this is something that we don't want to revisit. I know a lot of youth do not know about those past, but these are signs which are putting fear in the people, and therefore it even affects freedom of expression. It even affects businesses. It even affects the integrity of the nation. And at the end of the day, if we lose that trust that the people have, that outsiders have in the rule of law and the way we go about our things, it will affect the country. And for us, we have nowhere to go. We are staying in this country and making sure that this country gets to where it should be before, by the grace of God, we are called by our ancestors.
All right, I'm grateful to you. So, Vivian, Mr. Kwabena Bankwa, the former National Treasurer of the New Patriotic Party. So the situation here is a bit different from what happened last night. Last night, there were soldiers all over here, party supporters all over. There were confrontations between the security and the party supporters. That's quite different today because
a bit quiet today.
Number of party supporters. Yeah, it's a bit quiet.
Yeah, but
today.
before you go on, what really is accounting for the delay in getting the bill sorted out for him?
Well, I really cannot tell at the moment. But every time you ask the lawyer, he says they're still working on it. But 50 million cedis, that's a huge sum of money, and so. If he says they're working on it, they're probably getting people, sureties whose assets can match these bail conditions. And that's probably proving a bit difficult for the legal team of Wontumi.
But earlier, you saw him when he came in. What is his health condition like? I haven't spoken to his handlers as well as seeing him.
Well, the lawyer tells us that he's all right, he's fine. His physical condition is okay. His mental health is fine. He's in good spirits, and they are confident that he told us that by close of day today, they would be able to meet these bail conditions. As to why they've been unable to do that, we can't tell exactly why. But we just spoke to him a few minutes ago before we came on, and he said yes, they are still in there. There were rumors that they had left. I mean, his vehicle has been moved from here, but we tried again and again, and we're able to reach him, and he tells us, yeah, they're still in the building, and yeah, the bail has been granted, but they're fulfilling the conditions that's become a bit difficult, and they are still working on it. All
right, Charles, thank you so much. We'll come to you as and when there are new developments around this case. Charles Owusu-Komi is our correspondent. He's on the beat with the case to do with the Ashanti Regional Chairman Wontumi, who is currently at EOCO undergoing interrogation over some issues related to some grants from Exim Bank, among others.